Praying is supposed to be like a conversation with God. That means equal parts listening and talking. But followers of Jesus, especially in America, are really good at telling God what we would like for him to do and horrible at doing and obeying like what he tells us to do, especially when it comes to actually changing personal behavior that will drive social change, if not outright upheaval. The latest violence in Michigan is not isolated, but just another domino falling in our marriage to prayerful inaction and our endless clinging to service conversations and the comfort of the status quo. My name is Jonathan, and I work within a varsity, and this is the HA Daily. So once again, in the wake of a horrible tragedy at Oxford High School in Michigan, we will storm the gates of heaven, asking God to be present, to move, to speak, and to act on behalf of those who are suffering, will suffer, and could suffer at the hands of another student with a gun, willing to kill his or her classmates. And before God can speak to our hearts and bring conviction about how we perpetuate these occurrences by not building genuine relationships that address mental health, at-risk youth, gun violence, and we press for policies that engage these things head on, we're up off our knees and on to the next thing. Me and the IVED team want to offer an alternative to that. We've got 4 P's. Say them with me. Pray, purchase, partner, policy. Again, that's pray, purchase, partner, policy. And as always, these videos are short, so bring your questions and comments to patreon.com/IVED. Now let's look at that first P, pray. Get by yourself or with a group of people you feel comfortable. Grab your Bible and a journal and call on the name of the Lord. If you don't know how to pray, DM us or grab this book, 12 Lies That Hold America Captive and the Truth That Sets Us Free. There are resources in there, and that includes taking all of our stuff to God. The confusion, the anger, the pain, the disgust, the sadness, the jadedness, and every other positive or negative thought or word or emotion we have. He is God. He's big enough to handle it. The next P is purchase. See, after you speak and listen to God, evaluate all the time, talent, and money that you have to offer back to God on behalf of those who are affected. Could you educate yourself on how gun companies, laws, and lobbyists work in this country? Could you spend your time talking with your family and friends about those who suffer from mental illness or might be at risk of violence? Could you take some time to educate yourself on the realities of gun violence and suicide in America? Could you give $25 a month to a ministry or fund or advocacy organization working to fight suicide? Look at all of the time and the talent and the treasure that you have before you. And not just that you think you have, but give what you've been given back to God because he's given it to you. The next P is partner. With the time, talent, and resources that you have, bring those to God and look for people that you can partner with to leverage to help the poor, the marginalized, and the oppressed. And then when you email, follow up, and follow through, make sure you make those phone calls. After you build those relationships, you gather those time, talents, and resources, we can be adequately informed to protest, petition, and participate in political advocacy and activism necessary for systemic transformation. It is a theological impossibility to look at the whole of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation and claim that God does not want to renew every corner of creation and bring the shalom he intended. So we invite you to truly pray, partner, purchase, and influence policy so that personal, relational, systemic sin is met with people who seek personal, relational, systemic redemption rooted in the birth, death, and resurrection of Jesus. We'll see y'all tomorrow on the HA Daily. That's Emotionally Healthy Activist, just in case you forget.